Black History Month. Thank you so much. Girl, these lips is dry because I don't know how you be dehydrated when I drink as much as I drink. But it ain't that. It's my house is on hell right now. I'm telling y'all, it's warm. And I'm about to go get the heater to make it even warmer in here because my feet be cold. I can't. I don't even know. Oh, there go one right there. Yep. Hey. So, what I was going to talk to y'all about earlier, we never got a chance to read it. Can y'all tell I just been in a relaxed type mode? I'm not going to fake nothing. So, if I'm not on fire about some word or something, you're going to know. And as y'all can see, I just been laid back. We've been talking more about life issues and general things than more of the word. Because I'm not going to get up here and fake for y'all. Uh-uh. So if you've been wondering why, because I'm going to be honest, I ain't felt like it. I ain't even going to lie to you. This became a job, even though it's something that I do every day. I haven't not ever done it on this massive scale. And so I'm still getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting used to everything. So y'all going to have to be patient with me because I didn't set out to do none of this stuff. It fell in my lap. So I'm still kind of adjusting to, all of it every day. Sometimes I'm so overwhelmed, I just walk around my house in circles. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I walk from the front door to the living room to the kitchen, into this bathroom right here, come in here, just look around, go back in my room, look around, come back. I ain't joking. It's because I just be in amazement sometimes. Like God, He amazes me and how He does stuff. And then I just, so somebody asked me a question years ago, right? Hold on, what you say? The reason we dehydrate is because purified and spring water doesn't have the proper minerals we need. I ordered some Celtic salt that is supposed to. Okay. All right. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look it up. For the Celtic salt. I'm going to look it up. It helps you. Okay. I was going to say something else, Ro, but I'm going to leave it. The dehydration could go from something else, too. Amen. Mm-hmm. As to the reason you was emailing me about what you was talking to the I be thinking about that. I be so tickled. I be like, yelling at the TV. Okay, so can I ask y'all a question? Wait a minute. How many of y'all be yelling at the TV? What time do I go live? It just depends. I don't go live. I'm not a predictable person, y'all. I'm as far out of the box as you gonna get. I don't have a specific time. Okay. Y'all, everybody yelling at the TV now. They ain't even, cause that's in my book. They ain't even telling this story. I mean, I'm gonna watch the movie, but this ain't the real story because I got the real story in my OTPC. They didn't change the names, and that's not really what happened. But I know they got to do it for the movies and stuff. That's how y'all be now. I pity the people that have to watch movies with y'all. Any documentaries, anything about the Bible, church, history, medicine, beasts and monsters, demons and medicine, ancient structural structural buildings and whatnot. Like I just pity the people that got to be bothered with y'all now. See, back in the day, they could watch a movie with y'all or a show and everything be fine. But now, you all are Mr. and Mrs. I know all of this stuff already. In just about 10 months, 6 months, 7, some of you a year. My kids be like, shh. Y'all can't see nothing. Go to the restaurant. Baby, look at that symbol. You know what that mean? Don't look right now because they gonna know we talking about it. Okay, now look now. You see that? Babe, did you see it? Okay, let me. I'm when we get in the car, I'm gonna tell you what that mean. Them people probably don't even know what that mean, and they got, or maybe they do. But I don't know if we should be coming here no more, because if they do know what it means, then that means they could possibly be a descendant of the. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what's going on around your house. It's just a little bit. Me and my sister like that. Listen, I know y'all don't be. They look. Don't let y'all come walking towards them with no book in your hand. Jay, I used to remind my G mother ball players, and Ref can't hear her. Watching TV ain't the same no more. Oh, sorry. Jay Woo said her daughter reminds her every day that the people on the other side of the TV cannot hear her. I love my new family. I promise I love y'all. I really, really do. I love y'all a lot. Because everybody is crazy. So do y'all remember when we first started this and we said, what type of nut are you? We had Brazilian spicy nuts. We had cashews, peanuts, spicy Mexican nuts. We had people that wanted to be pumpkin seeds. We had walnuts, and everybody was picking what type of nut they was gonna be. Y'all remember that? So let's honey roasted pecans and peanuts. Yep. Somebody said I'm a sweet and salty nut. I said okay. I know I'm a pistachio at points in times, and I could possibly be a cashew. I just might be an almond every once in a while. So y'all don't forget. You got to remember what type of nut you are now. Are you difficult to get into once we got to crack you with a hammer to get in, and you only got a little bit of meat? Right. Are you a walnut? What type of nut are you? We need to know. And yes, if you want to be a pumpkin seed, we allow pumpkin seeds as well. Gosh. Even though that's not really the same thing, I don't think, but we'll accept pumpkin seeds. You're a macadamia. Good job. Dang, I switch up frequently. Nope, I'm soft and savory. I'm a pistachio. I'm going to have to look up so that I know which one I am. You remember that? Yes. Listen, we all of us was some type of nut. You hear me? You just got to figure out which one you are. Are you a peanut? So it's two sides to you in a peanut. Right? And then you got to go through all of this extra, snap it open, and hope one of them don't pop out on the floor while you trying to get the brown shell part off of the other one. You a pecan. Okay, I'm a hazelnut. You gonna need a hammer for me? Yeah, I'm a hazelnut. Don't even try to get in there. You gonna have to use all your might to get around here. But what you said, it ain't that easy. You not like a peanut. You can't just be opened up so easily. Throw a little salt on you when you fine. That ain't gonna work. Y'all remember? See, we got memories now. A coconut. Oh, Lord. Remember Crazy Jane mixed up salt? Listen, I'm a trail mix. Oh, Lord. Not that you mix with fruit now. That's a whole different animal there. I don't know. Now, see, we can handle the... I don't know. I don't know about that. There's so many things that could go into a trail mix. It's kind of tricky. You could think it's papaya, and it just might be pineapple or something. And then you could get something that you thought was a pineapple, and it's actually a softly dried piece of banana, which I don't know about that. No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. I am joking with you. You could be whatever you want over here. If you want to be a pink flying elephant with a blue nose and purple feet, honey. If you can dream it, God can do it. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, surprise. Right. Hey, auntie. Every now and then I'm a Brazilian nut. So we got a lot of pecans. Excuse me. Thinking it's chocolate and raisins, and baby, it be something else, and you be angry. I'm not a dried banana person. Please, I'll do dried pineapple. And I don't know if it's papaya or apricot, but one of them can't be in my trail mix either. Or maybe both of them. Mm-mm. I think the only thing bananas belong on is ice cream. If you're going to brown them and do the glaze. And then I think they belong in Cheerios. And with Rice Chex, I think they belong there. And banana pudding. And a smoothie. Other than that, maybe a banana split. Yeah. But other than that, I don't think bananas belong anywhere else. I don't even like them with chocolate on them. Don't put no chocolate on my banana. It's a banana. Don't put chocolate on it. I don't like that. Yeah. Yeah. Don't put sweet stuff on. Don't do that. Don't put no bananas by my pancakes. And don't put bananas in my pancakes. No. No. Now, I know people that eat it. I think my kids eat that. That's too much mushy. I can't even put syrup on all. Yes, I eat banana bread. Okay, so banana bread. I eat banana bread. I take that back. And banana nut muffins. But not in pancakes. Because pancakes, like, I can't pour syrup all over my pancakes because I don't like soggy. And bananas, when you cook them, they get soggier. Oh, yeah, for the kids, yeah. Yeah, for the kids, I put whatever fruit you want on it. Pineapples, whatever. Oh, yeah, I got to have me a compartment lunch tray. Stuff can't, certain stuff you can't. It don't belong together. Now, I don't care about my food touching. I mix my food up. But I don't, certain stuff I can't. Who the hell put banana in Jell-O? Never mind. I seen people put hot dogs in Jell-O, so. Yes, bananas and cereal is good. I eat bananas and Cheerios and Rice Chex. And I eat it in Raisin Bran. Yeah, me, yeah, no, I'm chilling. Yeah. Y'all know who did it. Sarah. It was these people that put hot dogs in Jell-O. Sarah. I said, what in the hell are you doing? Those two things do not go together. And why would you even think that that is a good idea? Oh, Lord. Now I don't claim them, Amber. Amber said, them is not my people. Oh, no, it's a lot of people that eat that. More than you know. That's a real thing. They put like a whole... They put pickles in it. Like whatever, everything you would put on a hot dog. But it's like layers of the... Not always embarrassing me, dang. Deborah, I love it. She said, always embarrassing us. Sick of them. I'm always embarrassed. Sick of them. Can you just go sit down somewhere? That is funny to me. It is. I ain't gonna lie though. Can I be honest? My milk melanated family, y'all be coming up with, not the ones that then been, but some of y'all be coming up with some of the strangest recipes. Can I be honest with y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all what I think, because I be on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Well, I used to be on Facebook and Instagram a lot, but now I don't ever get to be on there. But when I did, I used to be speechless a lot. Not all. But a lot of times I used to be speechless. Because I used to be thinking, are palates different in our mouths? Like, what is the thing of all of this weird food? Raisins and potato salad. Yeah, I didn't know. Maybe that's why I never got along with my own people. But for real, y'all, can I ask a question? Like, are these generational recipes that are passed down the real crazy ones? Is it because people was in the Hicks and ate, like how we got our black struggle meals, these be white struggle meals? Because I be trying to figure out some of the stuff. I just be thinking, well, I would have never thought to put that together. Raisins are meant for oatmeal, cookies, and chocolate, right? Or bread, raisin bread. I love raisin bread, but not potato salad. And can I ask y'all a question? And this ain't to all white people, but I really want to know. Why y'all don't ever season y'all food? Why are y'all scared of seasonings? I mean, now that TikTok is a big thing and your kids kind of let you know, hey, this is what the chicken is supposed to look like. Why is it? Because it's a lady that used to come. No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. It's a lady that was 60-something years old that used to come. She's an older white lady. And when she used to eat my food, it used to be like I was watching Ratatouille in real life. This was just last year. And when she used to eat my food, she would look at it and then when she would eat it, her toes would be wiggling. And she used to be like, oh my God, my mom never, she said she would just take it out of the can, throw it in there, no butter, salt, or anything. Now she's 60-something. And I just used to be thinking, well, what did the food taste like at y'all house? Because this is like thrown together basic menu. Heavily seasoned over here. Okay, and I already know Ro. I already know what Ro got going on. I already know Ro seasons the hell out of her food. I already know she do. I already know she do. I mean, and I'm not trying to bag on y'all or nothing. I want to know. Like, is it just because you've always eaten it that, like, it used to blow me away that, like, I went to pretty much, like, predominantly white schools growing up, right? So when I went and spent the night at my friends' houses, like, I was 8 years old and I already knew how to fry chicken and, like, make cornbread, breakfast, everything. So when I got to their house and, like, The whole dinner that everybody is eating is just macaroni and cheese. The whole dinner is just macaroni and cheese. Everybody's just gonna have a pile of macaroni and cheese on their plate. And in my house, that was a side dish. No, I'm serious. They might cut up some ham chunks and put it in there, like a canned ham, and they not even gonna brown it. It's not gonna be browned or anything. It's just once the when the water's cooking, they might boil the ham while it's doing that, and then they're gonna throw the macaroni in there and cook it, and then they might throw a can of peas in there. It might be some peas or carrots. I just cook somewhat bland now only because I get that. Am I wrong? Yeah. So then y'all didn't have real white friends. Y'all did not have real white friends then. Everybody that said they had white friends growing up, no, y'all didn't. Y'all did not have real white friends. Because the real white people back in the day, they ate macaroni and cheese as a dinner. The ones that I knew, and I hung out with a lot of them. Your white folks always order pizza. So y'all never went to none of their house and just, when they said we're going to have macaroni for dinner, that was just it? It wasn't no chicken or green beans or nothing? No cornbread on the side? I had hood white friends. Their nana was bland. Oh. Okay. Sometimes Stouffer's. Yeah. 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 They did have the big silver pan of macaroni and cheese that they can pop in the They sure did. They sure did. They sure did. They sure did. Because it was the lasagna with no meat in it. And a whole bunch of ricotta cheese and sauce that was shriveled up to nothing. They sure did. That's exactly what it was. You said it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I had Mexican friends, too. Oh, yes. I had all the varieties. I was not putting no... I'm trying everything. Can I tell y'all something? I already know I was the token black friend. In all of my interracial relationships, I was the token, like I was the only one that they, like the only black friend that their parents would let come to the house. Like I could spend the night, that they didn't care. Like I could just come over whenever. I was the only black friend that could do the others. You had to stay in the living room. Couldn't come in the house. We had to play outside with y'all. But they be like, well, why she get to go in? I'm a little special. Okay, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying, do y'all know white people that did that? Listen, there's absolutely no way I could say all white people, because I know some white folks that throw down. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, when I was growing up where I grew up at, that was not the case. I couldn't wait to eat my Indian coworker lunch. Right. That's exactly what happened, Taji. You already know what it was. And my grandmother was known in the city, so everybody knew, you know what I mean? Whatever. Your Mexican friends put you on. Ooh, flautas. Listen, honey, my first Arizona boyfriend was black and Mexican. And we used to go to his grandma's house. Well, he lived with his grandma. We used to go to his grandma's house after school. Shh. Baby. Listen here. She'd have all that stuff out. She'd be like, you hungry, mija? It's food in there. You can go in there. Like, and eat as much as you want. She don't even care. Man, that lady was so nice. She just passed away too this year. I think it was either this year or late last year. She just passed away. Yes, honey. I kept in contact. I didn't keep in contact with you, but I kept in contact with them cousins and stuff that used to be going over her house. I went to school with all of them, so all of them on Facebook. Hey, how your grandma doing? Listen, she used to get in there and be throwing, man. Ooh, yes. I got some Spanish mamas. My melanated godmother got Caucasian and melanated people in and her out of her house always. I know. See, let me tell you something. Can I be honest with y'all? I pick with y'all about the white folks and black folks things, but not trying to pull the whole I have white friends, but I was raised around white people. I got white people in my family. I got, this ain't nothing. I got nieces and nephews for real. And they white, they half white or whatever, and me and they mamas or whatever, but they don't know no different. I'm their TT or whatever else. So I be messing with y'all, but these are conversations that I've actually had. See, I have the ugly conversations with my friends of other races. We don't step around nothing. We gonna get all this ugly out, so that way you know these are the things I'm not gonna tolerate in our relationship, and these are the things that we are. It don't matter if we white, black, or whatever. I'm like that, but I know sometimes when you do have interracial friendships, because there are different lines sometimes with certain things, so that you have to talk about this stuff. If we gonna say we friends and sisters and whatever else, no, we not gonna sweep it under the rug and act like we don't see it just because we love each other, because there might be people around us that don't have that same love. And I need to know where you stand in certain situations, so I don't be out here doing a whole bunch of nothing and that ain't really even who you is and how you would. And that's with friends, period. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's white or black or yellow or green. That's friends, period. But sometimes when you do have interracial friendships, you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to know, okay, so these jokes are never okay. I don't care how close we get. These are things I won't joke about with you. And it should be the same way. Okay, well, let me say, I don't like white people jokes. Well, they're funny. I can't say that. Because if I'm your friend and you don't like white people jokes, then if I really want to be around you, I'm not going to tell jokes about white people. Because I love you. I love you as a person. Not for your skin, but I know you just so happen to be white. So then I got to respect that boundary or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I joke about these things and I ask y'all questions because we a multiracial family here. We are a multi-racial family here. We have all sorts of people from all sorts of countries, but we gonna talk about the underlying issues. We got too many people in too many different countries and states and places not to be able to change something. We got too many different age groups to not be able to change the conversations that are having between that are being had between generations. You see what I'm saying? We got too many diverse demographics or whatever you want to call it, that, you know what I'm saying, social groups and whatever, to not be breaking some stuff down or educating others or being open to conversation, so that our world can kind of try to get better. You see what I'm saying? We got to talk about this. We have to talk about the things that are basically, it's like the elephant in the room that everybody act like they don't see. But we going to talk about it over here, whether it's black, white, Spanish, Asian, whatever. We talk about everything. We're going to talk about it all. And I think that's why we have such a diverse community. Why is this not working? I just realized this thing ain't even plugged up. Whatever. I've been reading them, so it is what it is. I'm just leave it. to be honest, the extra country white folks be the so. I love them. I'm telling you. Listen. One of my aunties has a roommate, and when I tell you I love this man, I ain't seen him in years. But when I tell you my daughters love this man, he used to take them out and he would just go buy like summer sausage from the store, and he would tell them they was eating deer meat. Or he might give them some kind of shrimp or something and tell them they eating turtle. But he really did take them out to eat like crab legs and frog legs and things like that. They really did. And he would take them and they, listen, I love him to this day. And he's not even like family, but he's my auntie's roommate. They've been roommates forever and ever and ever, like 20-some years. And he is my family now. He is my family. But I used to ask her, who is this country white man? And where did you get him from? Where are you getting? Where did you find him? Like, because he is for real country. Like, country. But can throw down. Throws down. I did. I asked her. I ain't going to tell y'all what I said. But I called him a PT. I said, where you get this PT from? She said, what? I said, where did you get this PT from? Where? How did you find him? And we laughed about it for years, and she finally told him what I said. Well, because I ain't gonna be rude, but I just wanted to know where he. Because my auntie be talking about she black back to Africa and all of this. So then, where did he come from? You gonna, Sarah, look at the bottom of your feet. Sarah, you ain't got to Google it. Just look at the bottom of your feet. There's the Google Pookie. You ain't got to Google it. It's right there. Right at the bottom of your feet. The answer. It's on your soles, girl. For real. When I say they are legitimate roommates, legitimate. I love y'all. Okay, so y'all don't want me to say what I really said? Y'all want me to lie, huh? I ain't gonna do it. That's what I said. Now I don't say it anymore, but that's what I said. Well, most white people, y'all toes is real pink. Like mice. Like baby mice. So, pink toes is what I used to say instead of white folks, because it's rude sometimes. Just call y'all pink toes. You said laugh aloud. Mine's white. On the bottom is white, row with the pink tips. That's what I'm talking about. I said pink toes, not the bottom of the feet. Pink toes. Pink toes. I done seen a lot of white people feet. And my oldest daughter, her feet is like white people feet. And my nephew, my grandson, his feet is like white people feet too. They got pink toes as well. Pink toes. Not I have pink toes. Well, I have the letters back. Listen, Like mine pink too. I'm saying, y'all. Now I got you looking at your toes. Not pale tail. No, pink toes. We call them pink toes. Yes. Cause like a lot of times y'all feet be looking like the bot like pink like mouse babies. And I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. I'm just saying. Y'all know how mouse babies look? Like especially if y'all, sometimes y'all feet this is my interpretation. I'm not this is just what I saw. That's what I'm saying. Y'all seen the skin and sometimes y'all little feet be looking like that. That's all. I wasn't being mean. It's just an observation. Like mouse babies. Y'all ain't never seen mouse babies? You have a pale tail too? She said I got a pale tail too. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend nobody if I am. These are Circa's observations. If I was to have to describe something to somebody, that is how I would have did it. That is what I would have said if I was around people and I didn't want folks to understand what I was talking about. I would say that. Nobody was the wiser. So this is what I mean. It's not a derogatory statement. It's actually a fact that a lot of y'all toes do be pink. So it's a scientific observation. It's a scientific observation. You got to think I worked in a daycare. I worked in a predominantly white area when I was caring for these babies. So I didn't see them from 6 weeks all the way up to like 5 years old. And then I got friends this white. And family members and stuff. And they told you to be pink. Anyway, we're moving on. That's not what I got on here to talk about. I'm about to go to the bathroom. And then we're going to do some studying, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It is what it is around here. Yes. I mean, think about it. It's a lot going on. I'm thinking pink. Yes. Okay, so look. On another subject, who went and read the ladder of Jacob? We'll get off of that. I talk about black people too. See, this is the thing. We always go Spanish folks, Asian people. I talk about everybody. And I don't talk about everybody in a sense of negativity. I be asking questions and seeing if other people have seen the things that I've seen. It don't matter if you white or black or green or yellow or tan, whatever, whatever. I just be asking. Listen, Circa be thinking about stuff that other people probably ain't gonna say. Now, I don't be trying to be rude. I really be wanting to know. Because then I can make a better assessment on the people that I run into. It helps prepare me for more and more people. So some people be trying to ask questions to be funny. Now, do I be tickled at some of the stuff I think about? Yes. Even with black people, with whatever. In different communities, I be wanting to know. Like I saw something today, but I don't think we would have to do a close class on that. But I would definitely like to talk to some people in the LGBTQ community about some stuff. Because I saw something today, and I was like, but who am I ask? But then I've thought about it. I got family members in the LGBTQ community, so I'm about to be asking y'all some questions. No, this ain't for the women's. No. This ain't for y'all. It's for the males that participate in. Because I saw something today, and I just want to know if this is real or was they being funny. I need to understand. Both of your brothers. Wait a minute, what? You can't answer the question, Sarah. You can't answer this question because it's only a person that engages in certain activities that's going to be able to tell me if this is real or not. Or if they was just doing something for a video. I know. See, that's the thing. I don't want hearsay. I need to talk to the people. And y'all ain't noticed I don't like secondhand information. No, like when we was talking about the trans issues and different things, I didn't ask just anybody. I was only talking to people that have transitioned. You know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting secondhand because everybody got their opinion. No, I want to talk to somebody who's living it. I don't care if it's drugs. Any questions that I want to know, I don't want your hearsay. I want it from the person that is living the life, whatever life that is, about whatever questions I have. I don't want it from nobody that, because can't nobody tell me about being a single mom if they ain't never been a single mom. Can't tell me about being a whatever if you ain't never done it. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, we didn't have, because I got family members, you know, I already know. But what I mean by that is when I'm asking about real information, solid stuff, I want it from somebody who lived it. I don't care if it's getting off drugs, ex-dope seller, whatever it is. I want to talk to the person that, well, he might not want to answer it. Just wait, girl. Just wait. Because I don't want him putting his business out there like that. Because this is like, just wait a minute. Because it's a very personal conversation. So, okay. So, put the kids up. This, if I'm going to ask this, I don't want no little babies listening and all of that. If they got devices and stuff, grab them. Because this ain't kid-friendly, what I'm about to be talking about then. If y'all want to know the question, then you're going to have to put the kids up because this is not anything that they need to be hearing. So if you got little babies that got devices and whatnot, I need y'all to grab them. Please. I'm going to let y'all do that. Give me about 2 minutes. Let me pee. Get the kids situated. Because, I mean, I reposted a video knowing it's these two African dudes having a conversation. And I never heard, I mean, if y'all seen the video I reposted about the two brothers, it was two black dudes. They was sitting there. They was having a, and it's in like the dude is his English is broken. Okay, but you can hear it. Excuse me. I just put on some Bible stories, gave him sprinkles, and he goes, so okay, so listen. It was a young man that was in Africa. Is all the babies up? You a trans man? Okay. Well, okay, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so look. The young man has said he lives somewhere in Africa, over in Ghana or somewhere. And he started to sell himself to men for money. Right? And so the doctors wouldn't treat him. He was telling them the doctors wouldn't treat him because he had got an infection in his, you know what I'm saying? And he had to wear male diapers for 4 months. But he said that his rectum, his anus, had got so big, like open, that he had to wear a diaper. And he said it was constantly just this yellow and white like mucus coming out of him. And he said he did it for money. So this is why I was asking, like, is that a real thing? It's on YouTube right now. I mean, not YouTube, but TikTok. So yeah, because I'm like, is this real? He said he had to wear a diaper, and then because of the damage to his backside, he had to stay in the hospital for 3 months so they could repair his rectum, y'all. And he was talking about it was pastors, leaders over there in Ghana, all these different people. Yes, it's true. So yes, it is true. Yes, that can happen. Thank you for being honest. Because I see, that's why I say some questions I'm not asking to be funny. Like, I'll rewatch that interview because I couldn't understand at first. I said, this man playing. So that's why I said, I know we got people in all the communities, and I wanted to know. That happens to straight women too. Well, I don't fool around in certain areas, so I don't know. But, okay, but think about it though. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Isn't men's sex drive higher than women's though? And I'm not talking about like, but isn't just on a regular, a man has a higher sex drive than most women, right? No. As long as I know, dude. Okay, maybe not everybody's, but from what I know, my boy cousins and all the guy friends, mind you, most of my friends are guys. So I didn't see niggas smash 10 chicks in one day, 10 separate chicks in one day. I don't know too many chicks, especially not that's not getting it for money, that's smashing 10 dudes in one day, y'all. I mean, if she worked a job where that's her job, yeah. But it's men that will sleep with 10 women in one day if they can do it. 7 women in one day. This is what I'm saying. So, yes, no. Men will sleep with 5 women in one day. And I'm not talking about for no money or nothing. They just crashing that many chicks in a day. If they can sleep with 10, they going for 10. I've seen it happen. I personally know somebody that slept with like 8 to 10 women a day. I know this. And then have the main girlfriend at nighttime. I know him. This is somebody I know. So with that, your father-in-law was like that. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so does that impact does that impact the situation with male on male as far as how many times that they want to be intimate in a day times where that access is happening is what I'm meaning. Are the muscles back there the same as the muscles that we like have, or is because I don't know, y'all. And that's why I'm asking. And if y'all uncomfortable, you don't want to answer, that's fine. But I want to know because this, you know what I'm saying? These aren't questions that I get to ask people. So hey, I mean, it's open forum, so that's why I said I was gonna wait. But I don't know, so I want to know. I want to know because when he was saying it, I was like, man, come on. No, it's not the same. Okay. Okay. No, the muscles are not the same, but with the frequent activity, the risk increases. Okay. 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 See? And now my questions is answered. You see what I'm saying? We could be, I could sit here and speculate, oh, it probably happened because of this. And it probably happened because of that. And if I don't speculate, I'm not a speculator. I'm about to, excuse me, come here. Can I ask you a question? Y'all know I'm nosy, honey. I am the nosy auntie that's gonna walk up to the people. Excuse me. Come here. Can I ask you? Come over here because I don't want everybody here. So let me ask you a question. Can I? And I'm not asking to be funny. I genuinely came up to you because I know you gonna know. I ain't going to nobody that I ain't living in. I only talk to people. If I want to find out how ex-hoes got out of being a hoe, I'm going to go talk to somebody that used to be a hoe. I'm not going to talk to a lady that ain't never hit no strip before because she can't tell me nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is almost the problem in taking advice in certain situations from people that have never even really come in contact with it. They giving you advice on their opinion, but they ain't never talked to nobody. That's why I'm telling you. People will tell you if the people that know me know you, they be like, nah, I'm gonna go ask them myself. Why? Because you could be telling me anything. You could be telling me something from your point of view. I'm gonna go talk to somebody that's living a life, whatever that life is. I don't care if it's pastor, minister, bishop, whatever life you're living. If I have a question about that type of whatever, then I'm going to come to a person that's living it. I'm not taking it from what you think over here because you think you know. I'm not saying that we don't, because there are certain situations like I've watched my family members on drugs. I did not have to go do that specific drug to tell you, but I can tell you the things that happened to the people that were around. And I was living that part of it, but not the actual thing of this certain drug or whatever. No, I didn't have to partake in that to see the damage that it was doing and live in a situation where I can see it. You see what I'm saying? But situations that I don't know about, yeah, I'm about to ask. Like, oh yeah, come on, give me that, because then that helps me learn. And so then I can talk to other people about other things, and that's another thing I have under my belt that I can identify with the person with, or talk to a person about. So you know what I'm saying? That breaks down all your judgment and walls when you actually go and find out for yourself. All right, yeah, I can't think of it right now. But what's the not social studies? What's the class in college where you talk about this kind of stuff? What's it called? I can't think of it. What do they call this class when you just talk about like all the different? It's not ethics. Like what is it called? I can't. My daughter was taking something and I can't remember what it's called. Y'all remember what they specific, like when you talk about not anatomy? No, 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 no. It's a class where you talk about like, so you just, is it sociology? No, it's something else. Uh, I can't think of what she called it. It'll come to me. Is it political science? I don't think it's. It might. I don't know. Humanities. It's one of them. I can't remember. It'll come to me. I can't think of it, but it's basically when you talk about just like real life issues and all the things that are going on, and like I can't think of it. Anyway, it'll come to me, y'all. I have to ask her. Hold on. Let me see. What is that? A woman can get a tear between her vagina and rectum and have this surgery because I know that. Episiotomy or whatever it is. I know about that. No, this was a different situation. This young man was saying that he had to basically get his rectum restored, and it took 3 months. He was in the hospital for 3 months for his rectum to be restored because of the damage that had been done back there. So this is it's like a whole 5-minute video of him explaining what happened. And so I didn't know if they, because some people just do videos for shock value, cultural studies or something like that. It's one of them. Social economics, it might be that. I don't know, y'all. I can't think of it. Whatever it is, when I can think of it, it'll come to me. But I just thought about, like, they talked about all these different issues and stuff. Yeah, so I just wanted to know. I wasn't trying to be funny and just saying, oh, it's only like that because they're this. No, this is a person that lives a certain lifestyle talking about how it was prior, what he went through during, and then after. So that's why I was asking. Because like with the internet, you don't know if people are just trying to be funny and make fun of the community. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know. So that's why I want to know, is this something that is talked about, that happens? Because You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I be trying to find out. I'm nosy, not in a way of trying to spread no business, but I be trying to understand. Like I said, anything people, I'm a people, I try to understand why people do some of the things they do. Everybody. It don't matter your sexuality or whatever. Kill people, hurt people, whatever it is, scam people out of money. I be trying to understand why your mind think the way that you do. But with that, with him going through what he had been going through in his body, I was wondering, you know, I don't know. I got my answer though. Yeah, yeah. Hey, so that's why I was saying I wasn't trying to be in nobody's business or nothing. They have correctional surgeries for everything. No, I believe it's entirely impossible because you have women who have had multiple children and they have to get a mesh to hold their uterus from falling. What they be doing today, girl? I know, but what is you doing to it? Thank you, Ash. We just been talking about real life issues over here. Can I be honest with you? And then I'm gonna let this issue go. One of the things that my granny and my aunties all told us is you only get one. Do not let folks get in there and tear it up. Now they got surgeries to correct that, but I don't want nobody touching that though with a knife. They become weak, and well, why they not using them? They don't believe in Kegels. Kegels is, they taught us about Kegels in the 5th grade. It is a reason they tell you if you gonna lift muscles to do you gotta. They taught us in 5th grade it's a muscle, and you gotta do Kegels. But then I just be thinking, listen, young girls, young ladies, young ladies, young women. This an auntie and niece talk right now. Young women. Young women. I grew up in a house with 3 boys and a whole host of guy cousins. And I'm grateful for that. Not saying I didn't have a wild time. With that being said, there were certain things because I heard my brothers and my cousins and my guy friends talk like all day long about this and this and this and this. I paid attention to what the men around me was saying. Uh-oh. Yeah, you got it. Well, you can start now. You can strengthen that muscle right now. It's never too late. It's just like working out. Once you start strengthening it, it's going to go back to doing what it's supposed to do. So do your Kegels. Do your Kegels. So this is the thing. Do not let these young men tear your body up. Okay? You do not have to be the freakiest freak. Say that stuff for your husband. Okay? And I'm going to be honest. Auntie had kids before she got married, but it was a whole bunch. It's probably a reason I got cheated on, because it was certain stuff I said, I don't care. I'm saving that for to get married. No. When I get married, these are the things that I'm going to do. And I'm not thinking about getting married no time soon. So this is what it's about to be right here. If you don't like it, go get old Jill down the way, or Shanquisha, whoever, old girl, because I won't be doing it. So I did get cheated on, and I didn't give a damn, because get somebody else to do it. Do not let these young men put you in a situation to where your body is messed up, and then when you do fall in love with a man, your body is so ran through that he cannot enjoy the number one thing that is supposed to bring y'all together. When my mama told me you only got one, and if it's woe out, it's woe out. My aunties, you see what I'm saying? Listen, they used to tell me, certain things, no. And I'm grateful that they told me that, because now it's tear your body up. But they not telling you that that's going, not only that, it's young ladies that be trying to deal with a whole lot of, and by the time you 30, you got to have a hysterectomy. No, everything, just space. Your stuff can be so jacked up, your uterus, from the wear and tear, that you can. I know chicks that had to have, listen, 27 was done. Every man you meet is not supposed to enter your body. Every man that say he like you is not supposed to enter your body. Every man that tell you thick and you cute and he want to take you out to eat is not supposed to enter your body. Dating is not sleeping with the same different people until you find the one you like. Dating is not sleeping with people, going on dates and making sure that you should build a connection with this person before you do it. Don't let them pick you up at 9 o'clock at night. Nah, bruh. You want to have dinner, it need to be, okay, unless you work. And if you work late, you got to find time for me on your days off. My daughters already knew. Don't even think about asking can no nigga take you out here after. Get your girl, bye, go upstairs. And they was dang near grown. I said, have you taken you to breakfast yet? My daughters knew. They first date, breakfast or brunch. You ain't going nowhere. Go to a midday movie. 17, go to a midday movie. Do not get your daughters used to being picked up at nighttime, honeys. They like dates for the first 6 months. The body relaxes after sundown. There are endorphins and things that are released as soon as God made our bodies that way. That's why niggas come after dark, baby. They know you relaxed. They know you done had a shower, especially if you got kids or you trying to be grown. You to move to your little place. You get up at 7. Baby, they listen. Here. It's not a game that he come over after dark. Every time. He only call you after dark. Okay. Don't kill me. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, sir, and ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So is it like, how is it gonna be? Do you have YouTube or is it on the radio? Do they have to see my face? Because I can't hide my facial expression. So can we do a radio type interview or? See, y'all ain't got used to me, but other people might not be so nice if they see my expressions. Be circling out like, did you see this? Did you see her face? Like, no. Freaks come out at night, that part. And guess what? Now, do y'all know what happens to my daughters? If a dude, like if they just meet a guy or whatever, and he try to come over to your house, like in the nighttime, or only want to try to call them at night, they don't play that. They do not play. I know they out in the daytime, but what I'm telling you is this. That it, especially when you got young girls that are dating, like 13, 14, 15, they boyfriend want to take them out, and you got to teach them how to date. Okay, thank you. You got to, the chaperone thing is good. These kids got way too much control over their little lives, and they're not making smart decisions. You have to train them on how to date, because you don't want men only coming to pick your daughter up when she's 19, 20, and she not, when she's in college and she's away from you. You don't only want men to come and pick her up at nighttime. You want them to go with her during the day and go to the mall. So then these are the things that you have to encourage, so that when a dude only try to come see you, she be like, nigga, I know what's going on around here. And no, I'm not going for none of that. Call me in the morning. You want to go to lunch? You want to go to brunch? You want to go to breakfast? There's like 4 or 5 different meals that you can have before 7 or 8 o'clock. And why you don't never call for those? I got brothers, I got cousins. I listened to the things that they said, and I watched what they did with the chicks that they really liked, and I watched what they did with the chicks that was going to accept whatever they took. And it was 2 different plates. So I wanted to make sure that my daughters was on that other list. You have a choice. You raising a hoe or a young lady. There is no in between. Now, young ladies can act like thoughts when they go out with their friends, but overall they don't be hoes. You see what I'm saying? They don't. So with that, who are you raising? Men, are you raising a reputable young man, or are you raising a whoremonger that's gonna have a lot of female problems getting his car windows busted out because he don't know how to be honest, and he got this one over here and this one over there? Because real players, everybody know about everybody and everybody cool. You can see them out to eat and be like, hey y'all, we all know what it is. Real players, you don't gotta lie. Everybody play their part. If you a player and you keep getting caught up at TGI Fridays and chicks is putting gasoline in your car and blowing themselves up, yeah, no, you're not a player, homie. You're a liar. You're just a liar. You're dressed up like a player, but players can have all of their chicks sitting at the table at one time and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. And matter of fact, everybody's gonna have a good time. Players can have they one chick without lying, drop them off at they other chick house, and the other chick be at the door like, hey girl, hey. She like, hey boo. Now they don't have a relationship, but they got he and her and him, but they don't got no. See, I didn't see real players. I don't know what kind of. And everybody happy. Ain't no arguing, ain't no nothing, because everybody taken care of. What you mean? I don't have no reason to be angry with her. Hey, girl. Look. Hey, girl. I don't have no reason to be mad and not a soul. Why in the world would I be mad at anybody? Because everybody is what is we angry again? For what? No. There's no reason to be angry. Huh? You messing up your money, girl. Sit down, be quiet, and do what you need to do to get your bag if that's what you're going to do. Shut up. And for those of you that got something slick to say before I go to the bathroom, I'm about to bust your head. Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready? All of our grandmas did it. Damn near every last one of our grandmas and great grandmas did it. Whether you was the wife that was walking past your husband's child and his mistress that you know is his baby to stay there so he can pay the rent. You act like you didn't see her in the grocery store, or if you was the chick with the baby, because side chicks ain't new. But back in the day, they had women one in the same neighborhood and they had two families and everybody knew about it. But grandpa was paying both of their bills and taking care of both of his families, so everybody act like they didn't see what was going on. We're not going to act like this is just right now. It ain't. Because this is where once grandpa died, it's these extra people at the graduation, the funeral, and everybody like, hold on, who was you? Oh, he was our dad. He was your dad. From what timeline? Huh? How old are you? Older than the oldest by my mama. And how many of it is y'all? Oh, there's some younger. Oh, wait a minute. You the same age as my brother. Wait a minute. You the same age as my son. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. What? And then your mama be sitting there like this. Or grandma be like, baby, just don't even worry about it. Come on, we going to go on and put the body in the ground. Grandma, we got some answers for you. We got questions. Baby, we just not going to worry about it. Now, grandma, tell about how back in the day, women used to raise other women's babies all the time because the side chick would think that he was going to leave her. And back then, you wasn't cutting up with nobody's husband and the police be okay with it. They wasn't going to do none of that. If it was a husband and wife, you was always going to be looked at as a home wrecker no matter what the situation was. Whether the police know he was dirty and everybody in town knew it, you was going to be looked at like the home wrecker. So with that, those women dropped their babies off to them and their to them and their husband, like, oh yeah, okay, well, your wife don't, you're not gonna, well, here you go, you can't not face the facts right now. But they didn't go back and get the children. So the woman, the wife, a lot of y'all aunties and uncles and great uncles did not come from one of your parents, your grandparents, but it was one of them's where they didn't, mamas was doing it too. It's a lot of black folks back then. I ain't gonna say black, everybody that was raising kids that was by their mama's cousin, they daddy's cousin, whatever, or somebody else that they done cheated on, and he was the cousin that they was trying to get him to do right, and they don't know that's the cousin they got him cutting up because he want her. So then they didn't have this baby, but now the cousin gonna act like he don't know what's going on, and it's just, oh yeah, that's all down up and through there. Am I lying? I got family members right now that's been married 30 years and they got two families or two wives basically or whatever, and everybody know about it. Just keep it on your side though. See, we don't be wanting to talk about that, do we? That's why I got my messy robe on today. I'm doing my 227 thing today, sitting out on the porch. Sitting out on, I know she ain't trying to talk about her because her grandma did the same thing, baby. You didn't know? That little girl that you saw, that ain't Beverly, that look different from everybody, ain't no jeans did back. She's not her mother. That girl is by somebody else, that another woman, and they woke up one morning, that woman had put that baby in there on the basket and put it on the thing, and she just went on and raised her. Because she had a baby at the same time. It's his, but it ain't hers. Yes, I got my messy auntie robe on today. I do. I sure do. I do. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to go check and see. I'm waiting on a package, and it's been kids hanging out by my door. I guess they don't know I can see them every time they out there. And for some reason, my thing ain't been doing what I needed to do. My messy robe, my messy auntie robe. It ain't always gonna be that. Sometimes it's gonna be a read you a bedtime story robe. But today, it's my messy auntie robe. I got my hair cap on. Can I put my rice water treatment in? So before you go calling somebody a homewrecker, make sure your grandma, your mama, or your auntie wasn't one. Because God, you ain't never lied. When my grandma died, we found out her sister and her brother wasn't. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. What you say? Well, I better keep quiet then. Oh! She can too laugh out loud without her Sanchos. Okay, listen. You know they call my son that. That's so funny. Once somebody used to call my son her Sancho. My uncle was a hoe back then, and we found the Polaroids. Oh, Lord. Them old 70s and 80s. Listen. Yeah. I thought cheating was more a Jerry and Maury thing. It's a lot of people sitting up in the church that didn't have kids with each other, and when they left the church and went somewhere else and hurry up and got married, that baby. I was the 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 baby. But it wasn't a situation of cheating. It was a situation of basically already being pregnant and then being married to somebody else. Like getting married. Right? Like right when you got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm born and my hand gets cut open and can't nobody give me no blood. Can't nobody give me no blood because neither one of my parents matched. And that's when it was revealed. Surprise. So my mom was married. You know what I'm saying? And she said she didn't know she was pregnant by somebody else. Like she wasn't cheating or nothing. She wasn't cheating or nothing. She was not cheating. She had broken up with my real dad. Didn't know. But remember I told y'all I didn't show up on my mom. They kept telling my mom she wasn't pregnant. They kept telling my mom until she was 5 months pregnant with me that she was not pregnant. And she said, yes, I am. And they kept saying, girl, we did blood, urine. You're not pregnant. They basically was almost like telling her I was like a ghost pregnancy. And she kept saying, no, I'm pregnant. And they kept telling her, no, she wasn't. And then when she was like 5 months pregnant with me, I showed up. I don't know why it took 5 months. Some babies never show up. There's babies that a woman has gone to the doctor and they still didn't see the kid. And then 9 months later, she actually had a baby. Yep, my last son, that happened too. It's a real thing. The body just won't register the pregnancy. It's a baby growing in there, and I don't know how you even like it's yeah. That happened to you, yeah. Like you don't show, you don't. But my mom said she knew she was feeling sick. And they kept telling her, you're not pregnant. She had sonograms and everything. They kept telling her she was not pregnant, and she was with me. Her only daughter. That TV show, yep. That was me for my mom. I'm telling you. Yep. What you Now, I just feel like too, I'm gonna tell y'all what I believe. I believe that God hid me, almost like a Moses story. I feel like my beginning was like Moses. That's how I feel. He hid me in another family that was a very prominent family. It was religious. Like I said, my grandmother, that I call my grandma, she was like one of the first pastors in the organization I grew up in. So I was schooled in the best schools, and I played the violin and did gymnastics and all of these other things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do if I would have been with my real dad. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't find out until I was 7 that I was not these people's bloodline. You know what I'm saying? That's when I found out. But prior to that, I lived in a... I mean, and I ain't going to say I didn't even after that. My mama going to, she going to do what she do. But you see what I'm saying? So I was hidden in a whole nother family under a different name and everything for years. You know what I mean? They knew I existed and everything. My real dad knew everything or whatever, but it was like God had me hidden in another space, and I'm grateful for it. That's why I say, when people be getting mad because they wasn't with they whatever parent and they get angry, what are you angry for? God put you in a different situation because he knew you would have been a different person if he did not take you out of that. He needed you to be like, I don't discount. I'm grateful that my mom married my stepfather. I'm grateful that they've been together since I was, 7, 8 years old or whatever. I'm grateful for him. Because if I would have grew up with my real dad, I would have been a different person. Not saying he was a horrible person. I just wouldn't be the person I am today. Because the short time that I was around him, it was not good. It was not good. So I don't discount my stepfather. I don't discount it. I'm grateful. You know what I mean? I don't discount that. Sometimes a step parent can love you better than a bio parent. Hell yeah. Hell yes. And my stepfather does not have any biological children. He raised me and my 3 brothers and a host of grandkids and now great grandkids. And he don't have one piece of lineage. When he go, his bloodline die with him. That's it. But when I tell you, the whole reason I love a lot of the things that I love, he a Pisces too. So he helped me understand my Pisces-ness. You know what I'm saying? Like he eye like me, he's trinkety like me. He always want to know what's going on, but he act like he don't see nothing, but hear everything, see everything, peep everything. Like he listen to music, he love good food, he like to cook, he like to have a good time. He's just, that's my dad. Like, that's my dude. We don't talk as much now since he got older, but yeah. Like, a lot of the way that I parent is because of my stepfather. That dude, like, he never hit me or nothing. But he can make you feel like this big. And not cussing you out, he's never cussed at me. I don't even think I've ever heard him say ass. I don't think I've ever. I take that back. One time I think I did hear, I heard him say, I'm tired of this SHIT. But other than that, the only thing you might hear him say maybe is damn. But that's if he's like laughing at something and he was like that. You know what I mean? But not like cussing. No. He don't cuss, or like I don't hear it. You know what I mean? He used to make us our own CDs. He was a great person. Like, for him not to ever have children, bro, he was great. Never made me feel uncomfortable. Never overstepped his boundaries. He just was a real dude. Like, he didn't discourage us and talk bad about our dads. He would pick us up when our dads didn't come pick us up. Like, you know what I mean? He would be there. He would already know they wasn't going to come. And so he would cook our favorite food because he already know our dads, whatever was going to be on whatever. He already knew. So he would already have, well, I asked you guys if you guys wanted to go to the movies this evening. I mean, I know your dads are going to come get you, but, you know, we can stay here and wait on them and eat. Or if you guys want to go to the movies, and, you know, we'll call them and let them know. Maybe you guys can go next time. Because he knew they wasn't never going to come. He knew they was going, whatever they was going to do or make up whatever excuse. And so he was always there to pick up the pieces. And to the point where we got to where we was like, Daddy who? What? Hey, bro, what you about to do? What you cooking? What you got going on in here, Pops? What you got? You know what I'm saying? Like Father's Day, Christmas, all of that. He got all of that. Just walk up to him, hand him some change like he used to do us? Yes. Buy his favorite sodas? Yes. Buy him some favorite food? Yes. Take him and say, hey, come on, get in the car. Let's go. Where we going? Don't ask no questions. Just get in the car. He would do us like that. Then bet we at some restaurant eating good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a whole day plan. We going to go bike riding. Oh, God. I love that man. You hear me? Yes. Ooh, he make me so excited. Anything we wanted to do, he supported us. He believed in us. And he's the one I told you that said, I give you books and you eat them. And he'll just look at you like that. I give you books, you eat them. That means I gave you some advice, you didn't take it, and you're stupid. But he won't say you're stupid. Or he'll say, don't be dumb and stupid all your life, just bits and pieces of it. That was his famous, like, if you know my dad, that's what he gonna say. Don't be stupid all your life, just bits and pieces of it. And when he used to say that to you, that's worse than getting slapped, hit, punched, kicked. Like, you think I was... He said, well, what do you think? You think that was smart what you did, or a little on the kind of, slow side? What do you? Because we talked about it, and you act like you didn't hear anything I said. And then he'd just walk out the room, and you be sitting there like, what? But I mean, you can't say nothing. You cannot say anything. You just sit there, just in amazement, kind of like, well, damn, he right. We did talk about it, and then I did go do, that was stupid. Damn. My mama, she hollering, screaming about the beat you to death. He'll just leave you puzzled and walk on out and be like, you want a pork chop? I get right, baffled. You just be sitting there like, how you thinking for 3 days? Like, well, damn, I did. Well, damn. Look. But guess what? I took that. And yes, I got hollered and screamed a little bit. Well, a lot sometimes, but not in that, like, different. But I did try to do that with my kids. And it worked. Because they do it now. They go, dang, man, Mom, you said it. I don't even know why. I just don't listen. Because you already told me. And I should know when even you just talk about something regular, what's about that. I don't even know, like, and so it works. So you don't have to do all of that always. You can drop gems that are, it's like Hiroshima in their mind. and you didn't said just a small thing and walked on off. You don't give it much energy. You drop it and go. Move quickly. Get on out the room so it can go on and expand and do what it's gonna do. Wow. Wow. I mean, not all men are the same. I just got blessed with an amazing stepfather. Like, that's my dude. That's my dude. That's my dude, man. For real. Like, he helped me through so many things in my life. He was like a great person. He is a great person. He's not was. He's still alive. He's a great person. I mean, yes, he didn't got old, so he's a little grouchier than normal, you know? But, yeah. Absolutely love him. Like, when I used to run away or couldn't go home, man, my dad used to sneak me the key so I could get in there and get my stuff. Your mom's going to be at work at 7:30. You need to be here by 8:30 before your brother gets home from football practice. You can get in here and get your stuff and get on out of here. Got a little change for you. Thanks, Dad. Thanks. Because you know she ain't about to let me get none of my clothes. Come on. I need my stuff. What do I know about Taínos from Puerto Rico? I've heard about Taínos. As a matter of fact, my neighbors, my Spanish, I have Spanish children that are grown, but they're Spanish. Well, we don't talk anymore, but last year they were my Spanish, or 2 years ago they were my Spanish children. And one of them was from Puerto Rico and the other one was from Cuba. And they made me all sorts of amazing things and told me a lot of different things about the different people and all of these different things over there. So, you ran away once. Well, I got put out the first time. The first time. I was in and out only for about 6 months. And after that, I just stayed gone. Because you know when somebody don't want you in their house. I don't care what your mouth say. Energy don't lie. Yeah. But you know what I think too? This is the thing. You cannot be so hard up for love that you are willing to ruin your relationship with your children or even your own everything to have to say you got somebody. You got to be okay with being by yourself. And a lot of people are not okay with being by themselves. A lot of people are not okay with being alone and not dating like, okay, I got to find a new person to talk to. And I got to, like, they can't do 6 months of just, nothing, no new male company, no new female company. So then, yeah. That means you always nobody is ever gonna be enough for you because you're not even enough for you. And just to tell y'all, my waffle was fire, and yes, I got me some. I'm about to eat me another waffle. I ate a waffle with sausage, and it was really good. And my waffle was perfectly crisp. I just want y'all to know that. And yes, my mom be all over the place because I just had a thought I'm hungry again, and I only ate one waffle earlier. But I made my batter, and it's in the refrigerator. My son just texted me. That's kind of scary, laugh out loud. What's scary? Something I sent you 3 days ago, boy. But I like it. It ain't no telling. I probably texted him 3 days ago. He be working. I love y'all too. I just was thinking about it. I'm hungry now. We still ain't got to no studying. I don't know. I just don't. I got stuff here, but I just don't feel like teaching really right now. I know y'all want me to be super teacher every day, but I just ain't been feeling like it. And I got word right here that I studied. It's right here. But it's gonna be forced if I do it. And it ain't that I don't want to do it no more. I just, You got to think about it. To come up with 365 messages 2 times a day, if we gonna classify this like messages, just talking about different stuff every day, 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 trying to find new things to talk about. So yes, we talk about the giants, but we try to expand on that, or we talk about science, but we're gonna expand on that. So it's just like I gotta get something together. Where was I asking about Genesis 28? No. No, we was reading the actual book, Jacob's Ladder, not the chapter in the Bible. It's the book. It's a book, Jacob's Ladder. Like a whole book. Not just that little short piece in your KJV. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Auntie. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole book. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I thought you... Oh, yeah. It's a whole book. No, no, no. Not just a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, look, newbies, as you start to go through your OTP... That's so funny too, because I told you you got yours today. It's a couple people that's getting some today. It's a couple people that's getting some today. Just got some butter chicken. I have never had it. I want to try it, but I don't think it's no spaces really out here by me that make it. And if they do, it's way expensive. Like $70 to get it delivered to my house. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to try it, but it's expensive. Like, I looked it up. It is a place here. Everybody keep talking about it, but $60 to get some food to my house? Oh, no. I don't got it like that. I'm not about to do that. Because I don't drive. And I'm not, like, I just got to wait. I'm going to try it. Here in a minute. I told you I'm about to start paying myself a salary. I told y'all how much a week, so then I could go and I'll start. Yeah. Well, you got to think I don't drive, so I'm going to have delivered. Y'all don't drive. And I'm not in the city. I told y'all, even for me to go and do what I got to do, to go pick up packages, that's why I'll be like, so I'm going to wait a couple days because it's not a cheap ride for me. So yes, everything be super expensive getting into me. So HEB got butter chicken if you want it frozen. I want it fresh. I want the people to cook it today. I want my garlic naan hot. I want it. So with that, yeah, I'm in Missouri. I'm in Missouri. So, with that, I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm not really tripping. I'll get to it. Yeah, I'll get to it. No, this is the thing. I have a valid driver's license. I got a valid driver's license. I told y'all when I left where I moved to from here, I gave my daughter my car. I got a driver's license. I don't be wanting to drive. I had to drive, dropping my kids off for years, taking them to school functions, taking them to work, taking them to basketball practice, driving out of town by myself. At 23 years old, I was driving across the country from Indianapolis to Phoenix like it wasn't nothing. Visiting my family every 3 months, talking about rolling out with all 4 kids by myself, or 3 kids under the age of 5 by myself. Nobody, no other adults in the car. Now I want to sit down. I don't want to drive. I mean, I'm about to give me a little bucket, a little something, just a little something, $2,000-$3,000. I don't want nothing new. I'm about to give me a little humdinger that's paid off, and I can pay some little insurance. I don't want all that bells and whistles and all of that. I am a Listen, I was all listen. I wanted my kids to see the United States, and they did. They did. My kids, I drove a lot in my 20s and 30s. I was moving from state to state. I was going doing or whatever I wanted to do with my kids. We move state to state all the time. We'll move to a state where we don't know nobody and start over. They one time they went to 3 different schools, I think, in a 12-month period in 3 different states. Yeah, I'm over this. We're gonna go ahead and leave here. I don't think I really like it that much. Thought this was gonna be a good idea, but no, let's go. I didn't let nothing tie me down to nothing. First of all, I did not want my kids to be ingrained in a culture that they think that everybody from their city act just like them. I had a van. I'm telling y'all, I got food stamps a lot of the times at that time because I was working. But you know how it was. You got a lot of kids. They run them stamps. So I didn't go on expensive spending sprees during the month. My kids, we still had. I've always shopped on a budget. Period. It's just been me because my mom did. But during the summertime, right? I would say, for instance, I was getting $800 in stamps a month. We'll say I was getting 800 or 750 or whatever it was. I would make my budget. Now the cabinets is gonna stay full and everything, but I would make my budget to where I'm keeping like 150 every single month. So when I'm gone for the summer, I got one of those big white coolers, and I could put my whole freezer and refrigerator in that white cooler. And I mean, talking about packet, I have my meat and stuff packed up. Hold on, y'all. And so then in the summertime, we could be gone the whole summer. Who is it? Who is it? Who? Like that. Sometimes I can't see y'all. Y'all be like, oh, because all these kids is getting bigger and bigger. That was my package I was waiting on. Them kids getting bigger and bigger, and now they starting to knock on the door on Wednesday. No, trash day is Friday. Trash day is Friday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Monday, Friday. Who is it? I'm trying to see. I can't see. They didn't went on. They didn't have no Amazon stuff on. Make me nervous. I might have to start going to the door with my pistol now. These boys getting bigger and bigger. Knocking on the door. Hold on. It was the little kids at first. Now they get big. So y'all know I got my belly band. I need to give me a new Velcro on it though. Hey. I don't know, but I hope mine is in there. Working in another state and out. Listen here. Now, I ain't worked in another state. I didn't work. I mean, you got to think I was like in school or whatever when all of this was going on. I was in school. Yeah. Man, I'm going to have to start going. I mean, if you're not going to do it, because I don't have people come to my house like that. So, I don't. I got a kick bar on my door and everything. I do not play. I don't trust nobody. I don't care who it is. I know family members that have broken family members' houses, kicked their own family members' doors in and stole TVs and stuff. So I don't trust nobody. If you were breaking your own family member house and steal from your own family member, who else is? Ain't nobody out there. And I live by myself too. I don't trust them. My uncle did it to my mama. And listen, I know some folks that, yeah, one of my mamas, yeah. One of my mama's brothers and her, yeah, basically, yeah. Told the ex-boyfriend where the stuff was and everything. Look what you doing. It's your sister, rest his soul, but goodness gracious, you broke in the house with the dude that she didn't broke up with. Like, what? Huh? Mm, that's crazy. Listen, y'all. This is why, like, we talk about God and stuff, but you can't be so spiritual. You're no earthly good. And I hope that y'all understand that a lot of times when I just get on here and y'all might feel like I'm rambling, there are people on here that are going through the situations that I might joke about or talk about or laugh about, and they might not be able to talk about it. And that's why God just bring these random thoughts to my mind so that we can talk about a situation that a person might be too embarrassed to ask a question about or even email me about or whatever, but they get their answer. So as random as y'all, excuse me, be thinking that these conversations that I have are, y'all don't know the emails I get. You said it's me. I get the emails and they be like, you don't even know. And it be probably stuff that y'all be like, why is she talking about this? Because there's somebody here that maybe is in the background that ain't, you don't know the situation everybody is going through. You know what I mean? And I try to have icebreakers too. And because I don't want y'all to think that every time y'all come on here, I'm just going to be hollering about God. Yes, it's good to learn, but it's also good to learn outside of the Bible and outside of research. Are you a good person? Do you look out for people? Do you look for signs and certain things? Like, that's a part of living too. Because you can be, so many church people are so ingrained in the church that they can't see the pain of the people that they be preaching against. Do you realize that they're numbing themselves because they have a pain that ain't nobody took time to ask who hurt them or how to heal their pain instead of trying to dress them up and make them look like you? You haven't even taken the time to assess them. They sick. Most times it's emotional pain that causes the physical sickness, which causes them to go get drugs and alcohol and whatever else to numb that pain. So sometimes it's good to have these conversations because, like somebody said today, I said, don't be talking about nobody your homewrecker and it might have been your grandma, your auntie, or whatever, and see that trigger people's conversations that people didn't heard when they was a kid. Like, wait a minute, that's what the that's why Auntie Deb don't look like nobody. That's why Auntie Deb don't look like nobody. That makes so much sense. So here you are, Carla, the young girl across the way, a home wrecker, and you don't even know that your grandma or your granddaddy or whoever was the very they said because the situation is playing out now and it's coming out and that's why they just be quiet like that. Baby, where everybody gonna live their life. Or grandparents say stuff like, well, we all got a past, baby. You can't judge people. God say don't judge nobody. Grandma tell it you used to have them legs thrown all the way back behind your legs. Behind your head. Outside behind the house in the cornfields. With somebody else's husband on a wild night of whiskey and corn wine. Or corn, whatever. Like, we're not going to talk about it. And now y'all are just refined young ladies. And grandma's like, this is a real thing. Listen, if y'all want to sit up and act like y'all grandmas did not live lives and didn't, y'all better quit playing. The same hormones you had at 13, 14, 15, 16, these sanctified folks had them. Sometimes they got them earlier than that. So with that, yes, there are people that got married as virgins, but that don't mean that after they got one part that they didn't sneak out and get something else. Now, will they tell you about it? Probably not. But if everybody is so perfect, why do we need to be saved? And why is there forgiveness and mercy and grace and all of that stuff? That's why I said, my kids, we talked about real life issues. I wasn't sitting there acting like, oh no, mom didn't do that. I said, listen, honey. No, I didn't do that. But I did something. I did that, but I did do this. So it really ain't no different. I mean, I didn't go and do that. But I didn't go do that. What I did, somebody be like, ooh, no, I couldn't go do that. You know what I mean? So ain't nobody absolved of any sin or whatever because it's just something that you don't do. And that's why I try to bring up the issues that I do about color, about race, about, the LGBTQ community, whatever it is. And I'm not saying, I want to bring up subjects that are real subjects so that you can not only get healing for yourself, but you can help other people that might not go to church, that might not feel open to talk to their families about what's going on in their life, or you could get them a journal or something so that we can start to heal the people that we know are acting out in whatever fashion that is, alcoholism, spending all day shopping addiction, whatever the issues are, because these are all things that are used to numb whatever little pain you got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, y'all, we have to talk about the real issues, because if you don't get these things out, if you don't start to look at the world through God's eyes, it's going to be a miserable place for you. But what he does is give you compassion for other people, and compassion for other people's faults. He gives you compassion because once he starts to bring up your faults, because he will do it, he'll let you say something about somebody and then remind you of a time that you completely forgot about it, where you were the person, you were them. The world will look at you and say, oh, I never thought you would do that. And you say, oh, yeah. And don't put it past you. Looks can be deceiving. Don't let the, hey. I used to tell people, don't be deceived by what you see now. You need not do that. You'll want to get in and understand that you need to be looking at my character and different things like that, because looks don't mean nothing. You can be fooled easily with looks. You know what it made me think about? You know how they put the legs on the dogs? And it looks like the dog is standing up walking, but in our reality, it's an illusion. Y'all ain't never seen that, where like the dog is a cheerleader and they got the little legs and everything, but it's a fake body that they put on the front of there. Now that I'm older, I'm beginning to hear more about my family dirt. That's what we talk about, girl. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah. So, to the untrained eye, they would say, oh my God, that dog is walking. No, it's a facade. You like my book collection? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is only a part of it. I appreciate you. My family has sent me a lot of nice books, and then some of them like this right here. My auntie Stan got me them right there. And it's a whole bunch in here that I just can't even point out, but everybody just said they're great. Saw one in a panda outfit. My dad told me he was cheating on his girlfriend when he met my mom. Mm-hmm. That's why I said you got to be careful of your words, because you never know how they really apply to your life. And God, so that you're not so quick to talk about somebody else's situation or whatever it is, he will put you in a situation or allow you to love somebody that's close to you or whatever, and find out that they was that person. And then you start trying to make excuses. Well, no. Have it the same fire you had about whoever it was that wasn't close to you, and them being that. My brother is 8 days younger than me, so my dad is a piece of work. Honey, let me tell you, one of my baby's fathers, baby, listen here. He was a serial reproducer, period. I think he probably had like 5 kids a year or something. I don't even know. I quit counting after my son. I don't even care. Girl, my mom took my dad from her friend neighbor. Now listen here. See, all the family dirt. So this was so everybody got their messy uncle and auntie robe on today. This is what we doing right now. Yep, Dad, they releasing the secrets. Generational curses is being broken today. Yes, they is. They sure are. So they're not gonna be so quick to judge the little girl on the corner that's sleeping with the man's. Why that whole thing? They're not gonna be so quick to do it. No, because they didn't even know their grandma used to be a hoe too. Yeah. I told them Jesus loved the hoes. He saves them all. Y'all thought I was playing. Uh-huh. They didn't know some of their mamas was hoes too. And their aunties. They was starting together. They was all Tatianas. Yeah, well they was Shirleyanas back in the day. And Fluzianas, actually. They was Shirleyanas and Fluzianas back in the day. Uh-huh. They was Fluzianas. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then they met them a good church man and settled on down. They wasn't in the Jew joints anymore. Throwing that thing in a circle with the shimmies on. No, they wasn't. They wasn't. They went on and got them a good church man. And I'm telling them, that's why I was saying what I was telling them about Jesus love the hoes. Because he saves them. Because they thorough. He knew they was going to be good wives and stuff. He knew it already. Yep, and they was going to be good church women. Yeah, he did. Right, hello, Barbara and Shirley. Uh-huh. They was they was Shirleyana and Fluziana back then. Uh-huh. I know, I told them. I was just trying to say. It was just said, Dad, it's me. Hi, Dad, hi. Everybody said hi, Dad. Yeah, I just was trying to make sure because, you know, we be talking about folks and we don't know that our mamas used to be at the Freaknik. Doing everything the Freaknik people be doing. Yeah, even after, yeah. And then they would come back to and be on the church pews and in the choir. After Freaknik, they did. They said they was going down there to visit their parents because the pastor didn't know that it was Freaknik weekend. Okay. Uh-huh. The Reverend? He made the church trip to Atlanta during the summer trip for the church to Atlanta and the South Mississippi and stuff, right during the time. So the hotels was going to be for... Because that's normally around convocation time. Yeah, around the summer when it's hot. Yeah, convocation. Summer convocation is it's normally around Freaknik. And the Black Arts Festivals, Black Bike Week and Black Beach Week, and Reverend wanted to take a break. Him and the okay. I never thought about when they go up in the winter for camping. And everybody is out there in the summertime. And it's all the other church retreats out there. I just never thought about that. Because hoes know when retreats is coming. They keep up with all the events. They the best event coordinators. Oh, okay. They know 3 to 6 months before an event is going to happen. Because they got to get... Okay. All right. Million Man March. Right. Uh-huh. I just want to make sure that I was just trying to see. Yeah, because people be out here judging people and they don't know. That's why I be trying to tell them I can't judge nobody because I got my own stuff. And then I be trying to tell them that you see everything. I try to tell you gonna give them a dream about their grandma. Is she gonna answer? Or she gonna lie and say the devil is a lie? So you just gonna... Oh, Lord. That's how they about to find out they uncle ain't they uncle. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to see what happens here. Uh-huh. Okay. And you have a good day. All right. Somebody about to dream something now. All my days. What you said? Uh-huh. God will give dreams to those children and the younger ones that they be telling you a dream and you don't know why you tell them the dream, and it's the parent's life that they've been trying to forget. Y'all seen it? God thrust it into the mind of the child so he could know his daddy was gonna die or whatever it was. That give out other stuff too. Y'all ain't never seen the unsolved mysteries and stuff like that, where the person keep dreaming, having this dream about something, but they was adopted and there's no way they should be able to remember this house, and they done drew the house in their room and drew this thing, and the parents don't know why they drawn that because it don't look like their childhood room, and it's the room that they saw as a baby, the first room they ever came home to. Somehow or another, this newborn baby that was snatched away or adopted out or whatever could tell them about this house when they only lived in the house for 2 weeks as a newborn, when now their eyes was mostly closed most of the damn time. Isaac dreamed about Abraham. Yes. But think about it. This kind of stuff happens. So how do you explain that? I know it happens because I dreamed my ex's grandmother's house 5 years before I ever met this dude. I had a very crazy dream that he was chasing me up and down through her house. This, that, and the other. I was trying to get away from him, whatever. And then we went to that house. After I met him and we got together, I said, is there a room up there? And it looked like this. And then it's some stairs and it's a door right here. He was like, yeah, how you know? I should have. Because the dream that I had about the house, the man was trying to kill me. And me and my I told y'all this, me and my two youngest daughters was hiding. We was hiding all these different places from this man that was trying to kill me, okay? But in this house. I end up going to the house 5 or 6 years later. Maybe 7. I didn't even know him at the time when I had this dream. Had never met him. Had never met the people I met him through. And that's the brother that I told y'all on Christmas in our townhouse that had me. I woke up and he was saying, please don't be dead, however many years later. But it wasn't in that house. But that's the house where we started having problems. Like, I could tell there was trouble. And it's crazy because that's everything happened. And then it was so crazy because in a dream, I knew he was a tall, dark-skinned dude. And I knew he was bald-headed. But I could never see his face. I could not ever see this man's face. Like, it was always like pixelated, or I could see his head, I could see his body shape, everything, but not his face. When we got together, he had waves all around, like the Covalis or whatever they call that, waves all around when we got together. About 2 months after we got together, he shaved his head. And I didn't really ever pay attention because he always had a wave cap on. You know, dudes will wear that wave cap all day, so you don't get to see their hair, but every once in a while. He came outside, y'all. Y'all know my facial expressions. We've been together about 2 or 3 months now. Ooh, my ears is ringing. My ears is ringing like crazy right now. That high pitch is right here right now. Y'all, I know I probably went all the way white. I know I went all the way pale, whatever you want to call it. I was like, he said, girl, why you looking at me like that? I said, you didn't wear a bald head before. He was like, I used to, but I grow my hair out, or I don't, or... You're the guy in a dream that I had years ago, but I didn't want to tell him. He was like, tell me about it. No. Because I don't want to speak. No. Well, then he starts, when we first got together, he told me a dream he had about a lady with a phone and this certain color head rag. Well, I didn't buy the head rag until we had been together 3 months. So the same time that he shaved his head and he was this dark-skinned bald head dude that was in my dream, and I done been to this grandma's, it was just crazy. And then 3 months in, now mind you, he had told me about a dream he had about this lady in a scarf. He never said the color of the scarf. He just always said that this scarf, you know, that was like a thing. And he was like, if I ever see it, I'll know it. I went to Walmart with my mom or somebody, and I had just braided my hair. And I was like, ooh, that's a pretty scarf. Ooh, I'm about to get that scarf. Mind you, we've been together like 3 months. We done moved and everything. I put the rag on, the scarf on, because we in dusty air. Put the, thing on or whatever. And I walked in the house, y'all, and the same look that I had when he shaved his head is the same look that he had when I walked in with that hair scarf on. And in his dream, the lady that he was trying to talk to that had the scarf on, it was a disconnect. He was trying to talk to her, and she was trying to talk to him. And it was him in the dream and the lady, but he didn't know who she was. Mind y'all, he had this dream the year after I had my dream about the person driving, following me through the house. It's crazy. It was crazy. He looked like he seen a ghost. He was like, that's the hair rag. I said, what are you talking about? He said, the girl from the dream. It's you. And do y'all know that disconnect in communication was the actual issue to why our relationship was chaotic as hell, which is crazy. There was a disconnect in communication. He had a dream that he was trying to talk to a lady and the line was cut off and she couldn't hear him, but the phone, he said when he looked down at it, it was disconnected. And so she hung it up. I was the disconnected, whatever. And then the person that was like hunting me, remember I told y'all I had a person in my closet and he had been in my closet for 4 hours and I didn't know? This is the person. The person that tried to run me over with my car, this is the person. The person that heard me, my daughter heard me taking my last breath. What could have been? This is the person. So 5 years prior to me meeting him, God would not show me his face. I knew his body shape and stuff, but I didn't know his face. You know what I'm saying? So then it was a certain type of guy wouldn't even let you kind of talk to me. But by that time, it had been 5 years. I hadn't forgot, but it was just like, I'm not about to be going around paranoid. Oh, he showed up. And he dreamed about me before he ever met me. And I showed up. And the head rag did too. The bald head showed up 3 months after. And 1 to 2 months after we had been together, that hair rag showed up. And mind you, we was living in a different state. So it wasn't even, it was crazy. That's why I say stuff be real for me. I don't know about for y'all. So when I say I have to be careful about the people that God, like, that I be around, I have to be careful. It's plain and simple. It ain't no joke or no whatever. Like, I have written journal entries. I have police reports and everything. Hell, all of it, of what really happened and things like that. So I don't play with God. Dreams are a lot of time. Okay, think about it. Y'all remember what we read? You basically go through a deja vu before you go into your mama's stomach. When God decides who you going to be and what you going to go through. Okay? So this is where deja vu. You already seen your life. We read that. You seen your life already. You already seen if you're going to choose be good or bad. Blase skip. Whatever. So in our reality, you have seen these people. And when you go to sleep, there is no past, present, and future when you're asleep. When you're asleep, you're in the spirit. In the spirit, there isn't a gazillion years ago. When you leave your fleshly body, there is no time. That's why when you look at what we read, the Bible always talks about a time without measure. Have y'all noticed that in eternity, nothing is really measured that much? I mean, it is, but it ain't. It's like a sprinkle. Or like he'll have a few things. Okay, like, so you know how your grandma, she know this cake, whatever, it take 2 eggs. That's probably going to be the only thing consistent in this cake, but it's going to come out right every time. Because she don't measure. She just know it. You know what I'm saying? Can they near measure it out with her hand and put it in there? She ain't got to sit there and measure it. Well, if you notice, there are some things that are measured in heaven. And just like the innumerable amount of angels and all of this stuff without measure, punishment without measure, and punishment without this and that. So some things have measurements, but most things in eternity don't. Ain't no end or no time limit or nothing. Because you're not in time when you leave your body. You are in eternity then. So even when you are in sleep, you are in the spirit. When you are in the spirit, you are in eternity at that point in time. And so the Bible said, yeah, we eternal beings, because this is going to go away. But what's in here housing this avatar that's keeping it running and all of that, yeah, it's indestructible. It's not going anywhere. Because that's a part of God and he's indestructible. So the part of us that he gave us, yeah, it's going to live forever. Because he lives forever. Your soul came from him. That is how we are like gods, because this soul is never going to be destroyed. The immortal soul. But that ain't good always, because if you go into torment, you're going to want to die. You're not going to be able to. You're going to want to not feel pain, and you won't be able to. So being a god, it can sound good over here. But if you really not one and you've portrayed yourself as such, God about to see how much of a God you is when you get into eternity. And it's amazing that all these guys are so godly, but they can't bring themselves back from the dead. That be messing me up. Can't get themselves out of jail. You gods, but you can't get yourself out of jail. Nothing. Did y'all see how they trying to paint Jaguar? Now y'all know they doing the same thing to Jaguar, right? That they did to Martin Lawrence and oh boy, all the comedian dudes and stuff again. Y'all see they wouldn't let her get on the plane and leave Chicago. They told her she ain't well. Why is y'all what is y'all doing? Now they about to paint that lady out like they crazy. They did Cat Williams like that. Remember they kept catching him with these crazy things, trying to they putting them people in the way for her. Y'all pray for her. She didn't say too much. And y'all favorite folks is not happy, and y'all already know who I'm talking about. Y'all already knew who I'm talking about. She didn't say too much, and them two top folks is not happy. I done talked y'all ear off about nothing and everything all in one evening. We gonna have class, regular class. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It could be menopause. It's something. I don't know what it is right now, and I'm not gonna force it. They took her out. They like arrested her and everything. They said she was sick. They was trying to take her to the mental institution again. They was telling her she need help, and They can't let her board the plane because she's not mentally well. What in the world? Mentally ill people get on the damn plane all the time. You ain't seen all of them talking crazy trying to hold the whole plane up? They mentally ill too. Get on there talking crazy to folks. Y'all don't be trying to arrest them. Oh, you gassy now? You ate too fast. Gotta eat that slow. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. This my thing, family. Somebody just got their books delivered. Somebody books just got delivered. You better go check your front yard if you asked for books in the last couple of days. Somebody just got their books delivered. Hey, Mr. Gonzalez. They gonna do, especially with the cream and spice. Uh-oh. Yeah. Just don't lay down, baby girl. Since when do airlines give medical diagnosis? Exactly, Nikki. What she said. When did airlines start giving medical diagnosis? Yeah, they about to try to get her. So y'all send up a communal prayer for her because she told the truth, and you see what happens. But think about it. Now think about this. When you tell the truth, they make you say you crazy. When you tell the truth about what's really going on, you're see now. But they want you to believe a lie. I told y'all, all the people in all of them industries is actors. They're acting for y'all. I don't care if it's an entertainer, whoever, the model, everybody. They all actors. They are cast to get married. They are cast to be in relationships. They are cast to be y'all idols. They call you delusional. Yep. Jaguar right. Yeah. If you just type in Jaguar Wright Airport, it's gonna come up. They wouldn't let her. She was just trying to get her bags and take them go. They wouldn't even let her go through the checkpoint. Think about it, y'all. Tell me people ain't told y'all I'm crazy, and y'all crazy for listening to me. Who's been called crazy because you're a part of the WOIU community? Anybody? Jaguar, right? They wouldn't let her on the airplane in Chicago. Right. I saw that they said you're not well. Yeah, they told her she's not well. What did that have to do with me getting on the plane? Yeah. WOIU. We outside International University. The WOIU community. I've been asked this, is this a code? Oh, I know. My daughter is the one that started talking about, Mom, don't drink the Kool-Aid. She said, I think, like when I first went viral and we was all buying the books, oh yeah, my kids, they had a joke about it, that this was a cult. I said, it's not. She said, I said, well, in cults, people tell you to worship them. Have y'all noticed that? Most cult leaders, it start out with God. But then after that, they start having you do all this weird stuff. And then I done been telling y'all from the beginning. Do not be talking about I'm no leader. I'm a dean of a school. I'm a demon of a school. God done blessed me to be able to do that. But other than that, pastor, minister, blase, skip, yes, God called me to be a prophet, and it ain't something I chose because I've run from it. I ran from it almost my whole life. I finally just gave in and was like, all right, it is what it is. But I don't, no. I'm not trying to be nobody leader. That's why I come on here the way that I do. It ain't nothing, and I tell you all the time, this is not about me. It don't have anything to do with me. The fact that y'all found the Circle Trouble with WOU community, they don't have any. You ask questions. You asked some questions, and God knew you really wanted the answers. And so then He had me studying for however long He had me studying, so that we could come together, so that I could finally unload all of this crap on somebody. And then there was people that was gonna be getting their questions answered. This ain't about. I don't want y'all to worship me. That ain't what I want. And that's why even when this first started, y'all was like, oh, I'm gonna do no, 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 no. We're not doing. Y'all said we gonna get Circle a car. I said no. When God is ready for me to car, I'll get a car. All of these different things that the cult leaders, you better not be taking no money out of the side of that cult. Do you know what I'm saying? I constantly tell y'all don't have to send the money here. Help your community. Help where you at in your city, in your town, wherever you at. Help the baby mamas and the raggedy Negroes on the corner and the old grannies in the wheelchairs, the homeless folks. This community has helped me understand so much about life. Oh, Carrie, that makes me so excited. That makes me so excited. And that's why I say this ain't about me. I'm just doing what I'm called here to do, which is help people see life hopefully through a different lens and the way that God looks at life. You know what I'm saying? Because He taught me how He looks at life. That's why, like, when I came on here and first when I was saying Jesus love the hoes, y'all remember people was offended by that? Who remembers when I got on here at first and I said, no, Jesus loves the hoes? People was offended. Don't you say that, and that she's a false teacher. But when we read, and y'all been here with me for almost a year, 6 months, do Jesus love the hoes or no? Y'all been studying, and y'all been reading. Do he or do he don't? Does he do he or don't he? Y'all been reading, and the women that the world threw away, God called them sacred women. He would take them and use them to free slaves, to free people, to save whole communities. So there was people that took offense to that, but that means you ain't broke your Bible down yet. Because Rahab was a madam, which means she probably used to be a hoe back in the day. And Jesus put her in His bloodline as like His great-great-grandma. Mary, Magdalene, He taught her a lot of His secrets. Well, hoes know how to keep, the old hoes knew how to keep secrets. These new hoes is low hoes because they tell everything. You low hoes. I hate to say it. I don't care. Back in the day, a man could tell a hoe a secret, baby, and she would die with that. These new hoes, as soon as you get out of wherever they different. And it's crazy because who did God use to hide the spies? Hoes. He hid some of the most holy men He had in a whole house. Why? When it was churches, He put them in a whole house. I have a huge testimony from my 5 years homeless, abused, and in the streets. Come on. Y'all know we did the reenactment. Ain't nobody here. Like wasn't nobody here on Tuesday. And wasn't nobody here on Thursday. Visiting nobody in here the same way it wasn't nobody here on Tuesday and Thursday. See y'all later, boys. God told them to go there. Ain't nobody in here. Huh? I said ain't nobody in here. The same way it wasn't nobody here on Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, y'all, ain't nobody here. Come on, y'all. Let's just go. Ain't nobody. Yeah. Why he didn't use the virgin women? Or the good home housewives? Why he didn't use them to hide his spies? Huh? Mary Magdalene, who he told his secrets to. She was old. And we know for a fact he told her stuff he didn't even tell the other disciples. Okay, think about it. Most women that sell their bodies, a lot of them start out doing it because they want love, and they take adoration and lust as a feeling of being wanted. They most of the time want love, but they will substitute love for attention and money. So God knew, Jesus himself, God in the flesh, knew, if I love on her, not in a physical love, but if I remove all of the stains that are on her soul, and I show her that there are men that will not take advantage of you and that will love you and comfort you, what do you think she was going to do? She went hard for a man that loved her, that never abused her, that only wanted to see her be okay. So he know if she gonna get out in rain, sleet, and snow and go, she'll go hard for him. She did it for her pimp, who didn't love her, who abused her and mistreated her, got her strung out on drugs, put her in danger, whatever it was. If she went that loyal and was that loyal and went that hard for him, she's like, oh, shoot, yeah. And I ain't even gonna touch her. Not like that. But I'm going to love her, and I'm going to show her, and I'm going to make her a reputable woman. It ain't no, people fail to realize the miracle that comes along is knowing who you used to be and God changing you into a person that people don't even recognize you. For whatever that is. That's the miracle. You have to be the lost cause. Those are the largest miracles. Like the house is on fire lady. It's a fire! Or whatever she said. And she had a wig on with a little bandana. And she saw herself there. And now she's an author and clean, thicker than 1,000, look good. Well, she doing real good for herself now. But like she said, she was on drugs and all of these things, but God changed her life. So it was people in her family that thought she was a lost cause, but baby, she's doing real good now. Look good, hair. She keep that, good 27-piece cut on her, and she looks really, really good. Sweet brown. Yep. She look real good. So you never know what God is going to do with a person. So be careful of the things that you speak on them, because you're not God and you don't know his plan. Maybe he needed everybody to see her laugh and all her family to know she's on drugs and this and that and blah blah blah. Forgot to turn around and do what he did for her and shush all the naysayers about what was gonna happen. Grabbed their lips and twisted them. Don't say nothing else. Nothing. This is why I be telling y'all. Love on folks. And you will see miraculous changes where rehabs and interventions and whatever else people try to do to get their family to stop doing whatever it is that they feel that they're doing. When you just sit down and treat a person like a human being and start to ask them about their life without judgment, and they just feel free to just unload and empty, their life changed drastically. And stuff that they couldn't say no to before, they have the willpower to do it because that pain is not there anymore, so they don't need the substitute. A lot of these young people are substituting the emotional connection that they want with their parents for sex. They are giving themselves away to whoever, whenever, because they just want to feel an emotional attachment to something and a physical affection. A lot of people do not hug their children and tell them, I love you, no matter what's, not just trying to be funny, but hug them and touch their hand and give them affection. So then, as soon as someone in their school gives them affection, they ready to throw them cakes in that ride right on at them, and whoever else does. There are things that you have to do for your children to set them up. Like, or they just gonna give it to whoever, whenever, because they want to feel something connected. They want to feel, you see, you gotta, oh, I don't know what's wrong with them. You don't hug them. You go in their room yelling in the morning, setting their mood all the way off for the wrong day. Yeah, they want to smoke. Yeah, they want to sneak in your liquor cabinet and get a drink because you was drunk talking crazy and hurt their feelings last night, and then you get up and you act like ain't nothing happened. Coming there acting all sweet, and that's why they got an attitude with you, because you don't even remember what you said. Rip their whole soul out. And you their parent, and they know you under the influence, and they know that, but no, because you do it too often. And then you get up and you try to act like we just okay, like you didn't just because everybody out in the house break all the stuff, treat everybody nasty, or take whatever you was going to take and didn't care about nobody else. Like, no, it's not okay. People are surprised when they find that out, knowing how warm, loving, and helpful I am in medicine. A lot of times you get what you didn't get. Well, y'all notice I tell you I love y'all probably 10 times before we get off of here? It's not something I heard a lot growing up. So I tell strangers I love them because you might not ever hear it. Not something I heard. I love you. You're an amazing person. I think you are great. So I try to give that because I don't want nobody to ever feel the way that I feel. Not that I don't love myself now. I absolutely do, honey. Honey, girl. As my cousin says, honey girl, but it took a while. You know what I mean? I tried to make sure I told my kids I love them every day. When, you know what I mean? Now they grown, so we don't talk as much or whatever. And sometimes texting ain't the same. But they know. Yes, my older sister, who is a therapist, tells me I should not compliment strangers as much as I do. Do you know you can change somebody's life by telling them you love them? By just showing support, encouraging words, you can change a person's whole life with those 2 or 3 things. So did my mom. Her mother wasn't affectionate with her, so she loved us, showed us love every time, right? Because children need that. Children need affection and reassurance. They need to feel safe. They need to feel protected. They need those things. And when they don't have it, they go find, even if it's not real. This is how a lot of people end up in abusive relationships. Because that false protection of, I'm going to protect you and I'm over aggressive with you, is what they confuse as protection. And it's really abuse. And mental control. I have a 15-year-old that doesn't like being touched. I'm so sorry, my baby. But I'm going to hug. Yeah. Well, yes and no. Because you got to find out why. Aww. Yeah. I'm still trying to learn how to love myself after trauma-filled childhood and adulthood. I'm going to tell you one of the easiest ways. Forgive people and don't keep rehearsing it. It's funny because, like, my cousins and people will call me now and they be like, you remember? Mm-mm. And I don't even be trying to be funny, but once you get healed from it, it's, you like, y'all see I talk about it now. Sometimes I get emotional, but now when I be talking about stuff, I be cracking up. Like, dang, that was crazy. Hey, Lord, you could carry me through some crazy stuff. Like, I don't have that same emotion. Now, I'm not saying everything I'm just completely over. But the pain that I had that kept me tied to depression and all of that kind of stuff. I don't. And I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying? Because the longer that you hold on to it and don't let it go, you're basically slapping God in the face, right? Because he allowed you to survive it and you're acting like you didn't. My grandmother gave me everything I needed because my mother couldn't, because her hurt from my father, and I look so much like him. There's a lot of people that go through that too. Just like him. Spitting image. Even the calyx in my hair and everything. Spitting image. And he was real smart. He just knew a lot about a whole bunch of stuff. I had to understand my parents were kids themselves when I was born. We grew up together, yes. Stevie Wonder said 3 words: pure, simple, and love you. Oh, simple, I love you, yeah. Okay, so look, family. This is why the Bible be saying, like, he uses the simple things to confound the wise. There are doctors, mental doctors, and all of this stuff. But have you noticed they just keep you rehearsing the same things over and over, and they stretch it out longer and longer and longer? Not saying therapy is not good, but how will you ever heal if every time you go in, they just trying to find your darkest, deepest secrets? And you're just always reliving most of the negative. Yes, you got to get it out to get it over with, but if you've been seeing your therapist for 10 years, and the only thing y'all ever talk about is all of the negative stuff, well, then why are we not talking about only solutions? And I'm not saying all therapists, but I know people that go to therapy and they're like, when they come home and tell me, I'm like, well, damn, what we talk? No, I don't think therapy is a waste of time, because I do therapy for people. In a way, I'm a lot of people's therapist. But one thing we're not going to do, I'm not going to let you spend an hour talking about negative stuff. You get 10 minutes to talk about how it affected you as a child or whatever. And now we're going to address how it has affected your adult life and how you do that. And then after that, it's only solutions. We're not going to keep talking. And we're not going to talk about a next therapy session. We're moving on to something else. Because sitting here talking about it for an hour is not about the help. But if we talk about the issue, 15 minutes, okay, these are the things that happen. You get to have your emotion. You get to cry and go through that. Boom. Okay, bet. Now, how has it affected your adult life? What do you do that it stems from this? Okay? So, boom, 30 minutes talking about that. Then this last 15 minutes, we about to find out solutions on how we can get this all resolved. Do I have therapy openings every day? We have therapy every day here. I be wanting to, y'all, but I just know, like, oh, it'd be a lot already. I just don't know. I just wish I had like a team, and then it would be different. Like people I trust and not be trying to manipulate people's minds and stuff. Because people get power trips real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I don't like that power trip quick. Like, some people like to play games in people's minds, and you playing with people's livelihood and generations, and I don't care for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care to do that. So I be wanting to, but I don't know. Y'all listen. If I did one-on-ones, I would never be able to do lives. If I did one-on-ones on a regular basis, like how we would never have live classes. Because most times once people get on the phone with me, they be wanting to be on the phone with me for a long time. And I'd be like, okay, well, yep, I gotta go. I missed like 15 calls. So I'm gonna just go. And yeah. Not that I don't be wanting to, my kids might be calling, and yeah, I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen here in a little bit, but because it's so many people. You know what I'm saying? Because even if I did 10 in a day at 30 minutes a day, that's still a lot of people. You know what I mean? 10 people getting 30 minutes to talk is a lot of time. So, and then I don't want nobody to feel like, oh, well, you talked to them, but you didn't talk to me. And I be trying to be fair. And I be feeling like emails like, your teaching changed my mom's life, brought her out of almost 3 years of isolation and depression. No way. High five, Mom. She did it. Her listening and wanting, she did the work. High five, Mom. High five. High five. She did the work. Because you got to want to change. She say, please and thank you. I'm going to need an hour. See how that worked? Uh-huh. Right. Exactly. That I can talk to somebody for free instead of $125 per hour. I know that's crazy. Nuts. I mean, I get it though. You went to school, you want your money, you got to pay back your loans. But God, he make it worth it for me. So I definitely, Deja, y'all know I pray for y'all every day. I really do. When I get up in the morning, and even before I go to sleep, because y'all got to think about the information y'all tell me during our lives, during my emails. Oh, God got you, girl. Just tell God thank you and move on. God gonna do it. He got you. Yeah, he got you. He gonna work it out. He always do. That's why I said, really, we don't be having to worry about nothing. The devil tells us we do, but God has already worked it out. And that, remember we talked about that anxiety comes from Lucifer, because he wants you to think that God isn't going to do it for you. And so then, he can get you worrying. You start doubting, and then that cuts your faith down. Every time you worry, you cutting your faith down, cutting it. So your mustard seed is going to dust. And if that's with every single situation, over time, your faith is just going to be obliterated. It's not going to be there anymore. So that's where I start saying, especially if I can't change it, I'm not about to be worried about it. Because what can I do? That will send you into a depression, constantly thinking about things, like even your past. You cannot change nothing that happened 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40, like whatever. You can't. So then why are you still thinking about it? Like where it's controlling your day-to-day life now. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why are you doing that? Why is stuff that happened 20 years ago still controlling you today? And in some instances, yes, it molds who we are. But you should not still be experiencing that emotion like it was just now, like today, and it happened when you was 5. I get it that it hurt you, but when do you let it go? You're not 5 anymore. You're not 10. I don't care how traumatic it is. You are not in that house. You are not in that room. You are not wherever you were at. You probably don't even see those people anymore. And if you do, it's even a choice you staying around them. Because I don't care if it's a family member or not. If they hurt you, you don't have to be around them. And if your people around you can't respect the fact that you don't want to be around this person that hurt you, maybe they didn't hurt everybody else, then just don't be around them either. And God will send you new family. He'll send you some people that's going to love on you better than the people that expected for you to be around your abuser and be mentally stressed out and emotionally crazy. And where is that at? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. If God didn't say I had to be uncomfortable, who is you? If he didn't tell me I have to stay here and deal with this abuse from you or whatever it is, I'm not doing it. Nope. Move around. You hear me? Suffering for God and suffering for people is 2 different things. And they bring 2 different outcomes too. Alright, y'all, I'm about to go make me some food. How do you change the stinking thinking? Because I never want to doubt God. It's just in you letting go every time a situation arises, and not letting go like you don't care about it, but actually asking God to show you how he moves and works in your life. And over time, the more that you see he come through for you without you acting crazy, and you just relax and be like, okay, God, I really need to see you work. Like, I don't know, but I'm not going to move. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to try to finagle it and make it. Then you start to see him work. And when he be so good to you, you be like, man, I'm not even about to go through that. I already know. It might not look the way I want it to look now. But some people be trying to keep their life that they created for themselves and still be unhappy. I don't care about starting over. I do not care about starting over. I will move, get a new job. It don't matter. Like, I'm not about to be stuck in nothing that don't make me happy. And I'm not saying I got to be happy all the time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if this is a continual draining thing on my life, I'm not even going to be alive to be doing nothing. So, no, I got to go. And if it makes my mental state crazy, I got to go. Because if you really ain't trying to help it, then you just keep on. It's just, you just going to keep on. Yep. So just let go. I mean, it's hard. It gets to be difficult, but over time, shoot, you won't want to do nothing else. You'll be like, man, I'm not about to be stressed out about that. God got it worked out, and I'm about to get in my bed and go to sleep and let him work it out. And then stuff just magically works out. I don't know how it happens. Well, I do. He works it out. We manifest what we focus on. That's exactly. So if you focus on the problem and the pain more than being healed, that's what you're going to be in. Pain and chaos. I don't focus. I focus on what I want to see, and that's what I see. What I want to see. Now, if you want to see pain and hurt and sympathy and all of that, then yeah, you gonna keep on running that. I love you too. Yeah, I'm about to go. I'm about to go eat. I'm hungry. I only had 1 waffle today. I need to quit doing it. I need to go back to eating 3 times. But Circa is getting a little wide. I done gained a lot of weight, y'all. Y'all wasn't gonna say nothing. I know y'all love me, so that's why y'all didn't say nothing. But I know y'all see I'm getting fat. I done had to move on up to a medium large tank top and everything. My smalls don't fit, and my extra smalls don't even go over my stomach no more. So what's going on over here? Wait a minute now. I love you too. I love y'all too. Good night, y'all. I look the same. It's not the same. Yeah.